Hi, this is Nithya, Assistant Professor in Department of Computer Applications, St. Joseph's College for Women, Tirupur. Now we are going to see what is the functions in C. Now we are going to see what are the contents that can be seen inside the functions. First one is what is a function, what are the advantages of function, how does the function works, what is a function prototype, and what is a function definition. First, we can see what is a function. A function is nothing but a large program in C that can be divided into smaller subprograms. The subprogram is called as a function. Basically, the job of a function is to do some kind of task. C program must contain at least one main function. See here, this is the classification of functions. The function can be classified into two. One is user-defined function and another one is the library function. The user-defined function you can say as a main function. The main function is the default function, or you can say addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. These are also the user-defined functions. Then library function. The library function is nothing but it is a default function that is previously declared. That is printf, scanf, seal, po, etc. Then how the function can be used, that is advantage of a function. The program can be divided into smaller tasks. Why it is divided into smaller tasks means it can be easier to read and update. You can find easily the errors. The code that has been divided into smaller tasks can be used for reusability. How does the function works? First, the C program does not execute the statement in function until the function is called. Once a function is called, it can able to execute the statement. When the function is used, it is referred to as the called function. Functions often use data that is passed to them from the calling functions. The data is passed from the calling function to the called function by specifying the variables that is present in the argument list. Argument list cannot be used to send the data. It only copies the data or value or a variable that passes from the calling function. Next one is function prototype. Prototype is nothing but what have to be used when declaring the function. It provides the compiler with a description of function that will be used later in the program. That is, we are telling the compiler that I'm going to use such kind of function in the program, so that I'm going to declare these statements. So this is called as a function prototype. It is defined the function before it being used or called. Function prototypes need to be written at the beginning of the program. Once you are writing the program itself, you have to write the function prototype. Such and such functions are going to be used inside the program. The function prototype must have a return type indicating the variable that the function will return. The prototype should contain return type. See the syntax here: return type, function name, and the argument type. So inside you can give number of arguments. See, here is the example of prototype. First example is double squared, that is the return type. Inside the argument list you are giving double as a number. The next one is return type is void. The function name is print report. Inside the argument list you have given int report number. In the third one, the return type is int. The function name is get menu choice and the return type is void. See, here is the definition of a function. So we have already seen that definition is nothing but giving the value for anything is called as a definition. As a name given function definition, we are giving some values for the function here. it is the actual function that contains the code that will be executed. It should be identical to the function prototype. That is, it should be similar to the prototype. Syntax for the definition: function. First, return type, function name, and the argument. This is called as a function header. So inside the curly braces you are declaring the statements and the return type. So these kind of statements inside the curly braces is called as a function body. So for definition of a function, the function header and the function body is the most important one. See here, this is the example for a function definition. So the function has been, prototype has been declared as int add. In the, that is inside the argument we have given as int c. So here the initial int is called as a return type, add is the function name, and inside the bracket you have given int c, that is called as a argument. So inside the curly braces you have declared a, you have declared b, and you have declared the statement as c equal to a plus b. This is the assignment statement. In the variable c we are adding the values of two variables, that is a and b, and that value is stored in the variable c. We are returning that variable c. The function can be called by two types. One is calling by value and another one is calling by reference. First one is calling by value. In calling by value mechanism, the called function, the function which is called, creates a new set of variables in the stack. Stack is nothing but the memory, and copies the value of the arguments into them. So what memory it is created, that argument has been copied to the instant memory. Next one is call by reference. In call by reference mechanism, instead of passing the values to the function being called, we are directly giving the address where the variables or the values are stored. That is called as a call by reference. Thank you.